The problem with tarot readings. Guys, we can get a lot of information from divination, right? And most of us know that the Bible speaks against divination. Some people say, "Oh, well, the Bible telling you that because they don't want you to know the real information," right? You can spin it however you want to spin it. Some people on YouTube talking about tarot card readings and Jesus, and they got other people arguing with them about that, right? So how do I feel about it? Well, this is how I feel about tarot readings. First of all, I never seen this aspect of my life just all of a sudden show up in my world. I'm very cautious of things that just show up out of nowhere. Does it mean it's bad? No, but it don't mean it's good either. The Bible, one thing I do know the Bible says is that you got to test every spirit, and not every tarot reading is coming from a good place. That I know. You got to be very careful when you talking about divination. Who are you divining, or who are you talking to? Who's feeding you this information? Is it your friend or your foe? I guess you got to do a tarot card reading to find out that too, huh? See, the thing is, if it was really about us getting answers from tarot readings, then there are people in the hospital right now that got incurable diseases. Is tarot readings gonna get them out of the hospital and cure their incurable disease? I mean, if we really want to depend on something to tell us what we should and should not be doing, then damn, tarot, I can probably, I guess somebody with stage 4 cancer, they need to be talking to a tarot reader. Then I guess, huh? And don't try to say that I'm being pretentious by saying that I'm being sarcastic. No, I'm telling the truth. If we're going to depend on divination, then let's go to divination for these so-called incurable diseases. Then let's see what we get out of that. See if it works. Don't you think the world would be in a better place if it was all about divination? I don't trust every spirit I come across. Some tarot card readers, okay, I might really there's some tarot card readers out there I really resonate with my spirit, and guess what? It don't have nothing to do with, oh, they just saying something you want to hear. No, that's not what we're talking about here. Because even if a tarot reading is saying something that I don't want to hear, it has to make sense. I heard some tarot reading talking about some forgiveness. What spirit is that? When your life is at danger, you need some clarity from official people. And as far as forgiveness is concerned, anybody who's been through what I've been through, first you got to forgive yourself for being on that dark path, or why your bloodline was on that dark path in the first. You got to forgive yourself before you talk about forgiving other people. Because people going to do what they want to do, whether you forgive them or not. So it's up to me. It's always been up to God to forgive somebody. I could forgive somebody, but does that mean they not still going to suffer the consequences of what they did? No. So what the hell are we talking about forgiveness for then? That sounds like a word from the enemy. Some people say, forgive them for they know not what they do. No, they do. They know exactly what they doing. We need to change that. Oh, forgive them even though they know what they doing. Forgive them for that. You see, you can get so far with this Christian nonsense. That's why, you got some people out there who dive deep into the dark side because they think Christianity is a bunch of hogwash. It's some shit to keep you getting bullied, enslaved. You even got people out there that can take you down the history of a Bible and say, see right here, the enemy made this. Why? So that you can be abused. That's why the enemy made this book. Elijah Muhammad called the Bible a book of poison. Why did he say that? Not because what's in it is some of it or whatever, how many percentage you want to put in there, because not all of it is literal. We don't need to talk about that. But it's poisonous because he said, because you don't understand it. How are you going to fall head over heels for something you don't even understand? Most of the stuff in the Bible came from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. So if you want to get into the Bible wholeheartedly, why don't you read the book that it came from first, which is the Egyptian Book of the Dead? That's where the Bible came from. And you'll find the same stories line up with the fairy tales that you're reading in the Bible. Then you got to find out what's up with the fairy tales. Not everybody is saying Jesus. Some people saying Shiva. Some people got other names for the same mythical figure. But this tarot card reading stuff, this stuff is out of control. I feel like I'm being played around with, like I'm some kind of idiot sitting over here. Like I'm just actually sitting over here taking in all this stuff, eating it swallowing it wholeheartedly. Let me be the first to tell you guys, I'm not swallowing tarot card readers wholeheartedly. What I need is clarity from official people, not YouTube videos, not tarot card readings, actual clarity from official people, which means face to face, not no YouTube. I don't care what nobody's saying on YouTube. I don't care if you saying I'm getting something tomorrow or something's coming. That could be from the devil too. How do I know? If I'm not hearing from official people, then I don't really know what's going on as far as I'm concerned. And some of the people who are doing tarot card readers, some of them are just pretending to be like tarot card readers, but they're not really tarot card readers. Yeah, that's to be understood, because you have to mask things. But sooner or later, all I know is that I have to be approached by official people in order for me to move on anywhere. Somebody talking about me forgiving through some divination, I got a problem with that. Because if you talk about, once again, just to close it out, if you're talking about forgiveness and somebody was in my shoes and I was telling them something, some advice, I tell them you got to forgive yourself first. And I think by the way I look and the way I talk and things I talk about, I think I've done exactly just that.